Do it. Welcome everyone to Ludo History. As always, I'm Adam. We're playing Kerchak today, a game set in the Ancien Regime of 18th century France, and we are scamming everyone. We are scamming all the nobility in a time-honored tradition of the 18th century. So, we're gonna learn a whole bunch of historical cheating techniques, probably, and I'm probably going to be very bad at them. So, it's gonna be I'm going to attempt to talk and cheat at the same time, and who knows how that's going to go. Multitasking. You got ads? I just ran ads! Okay. Okay. Anyway. Leander, thank you for the 30 months of Prime subscription. Leather, we told some genealogy today. Exciting. Told for you're here once to attend the stream, assuming your phone plays along. Amazing. Typing issues aside, I'm glad as always to see you here. Anyway. Announcements. If you like the stream, firstly, do make sure you do like Leander did and consider supporting the stream by following or subscribing, if you have not done so already. If you have Amazon Prime, you have Prime Gaming, and that gives you a free subscription every month. And if you throw that my way, that's super appreciated to help keep the stream running and everything going on. Other announcements, if you are in New England and are planning on being at PAX East next week, I'm going to be giving a panel there Thursday at 2:30 p.m. On historical games and historical gaming. We'll attempt to record that. We'll stay tuned for details if you're not in the area, but if you want to come see us live, or if you're at PAX and can't make the panel and you see me wandering around, definitely come over, say hi. You know, that's fun. Otherwise, I think that's about it. We're just gonna have a nice chill stream today, and we'll see how good I am at cheating in Card Shark. What is the stream? What is the scarf shirt sweater I'm wearing? It is a lambswool cloak. Yeah, I got it in Scotland, and it is extremely cozy. PAX is a lot. Magistressa, right? Like, I went to PAX last year, and it's big. There's panels all the time. There's like cup tournaments. There's just casual gaming. There's the demo floor, obviously. There's just a lot of stuff happening all the time. So it should be a fun experience. I'll be around quite a bit on like the first few days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So we'll see. Anyway. Look at how good this is. Look at how delightful all this is. We got the little samples, the little like brushstrokes here that are all just wiggling about. We got the lovely like black cursive ink, though it's blue here obviously. It's vibes. It's such good vibes. I'm happy about it. I also haven't played this game before, so we'll see. This game includes profanity and depictions of suicide, death, violence, and gambling. It is not suitable for children. Take the game at its word here, folks. While it is about cheating, it also gets into some heavy topics because it turns out the 18th century was just a lot. Kerchak is best experience with a gamepad. Alright. Choose your difficulty to begin. The con artist. Join a high-stakes world where only the elite will thrive. Death is permanent in this mode. The gambler. Looking for a challenge, are we? Or the dilettante. Enjoy the story without losing a drop of perspiration. I think for the purposes of starting off, we may want to go on easy mode here. I have no confidence in myself. My dear player, it is with the utmost diligence that I must warn you against the hazards of this game. I don't know why he's English, but it feels right. It will teach you secrets that will turn you as easily into a beggar as into a king. It is based on the Mémoires Semperaux, a dangerous manuscript I unearthed in my beloved bouquiniste of the 9 Rue Blanche. Apologies, Ailey. I don't even know if you're here, but I apologize anyway. Be careful as you play through these fateful events and unravel the destiny of the Forgotten Queen. For here lies the work of the devil. It's just like Jean-Luc Picard, the most English Frenchman ever. Exactly. Well, well, well. It all began on a misty morning of 1743 near Pau in the south of France. Is the secret wife of one of the Louises? Hey lad, You know what I'm accidentally doing? I'm going for the Les Miserables the movie approach to Frenchness. Come here. It's us. Did your majesty have a good nap? Cockney for people, wee! Shut up. We can frown. Or we can smile. Or the unity approach to Frenchness. It is a time-honored tradition, or the skill-rising approach to Frenchness. You know, at this point, it's just a time-honored tradition to have French people be English. Did your majesty have a good nap? Yes. I don't give a tinker's damn. Patrons are coming. To work now. Oh. Okay, but Poppy. What are you doing fidgeting like a salad about to meet the court? If you're about to have one of your convulsions, then you best make sure my customers don't see it. Come on, lad. You need to earn your keep. Just do your job. Le Comte Saint-Germain? You, lad, come, pour me a drink. Look at this. Poppy. Hi, Poppy. I'm still waiting for that drink, young man. Yeah. You okay, miss? You look sleepy. Okay. Hey, good pour. Nunley Spaceborg, thank you for the Prime sub for 7 months. Jelly legs on a Sunday afternoon. Oh dear. Well, come enjoy some good vibes and some just gorgeous, like, watercolory stuff. Now, although you keep me company, take a seat. I insist. Sit. Bye. I couldn't help but notice your mistress is rather rough with you. Can't you speak? You can't. How fascinating. Indubitably. See, how can I not be English when he says things like indubitably? It's just asking for it. Indubitably linked to these seizures your mistress welcomes so fondly. The ancient Greeks believe people like you possess prophetic abilities, you know? We did not know this. Lot of nonsense if you ask me. Either way, you strike me as an intelligent fellow. Would you like to earn some extra cash? Yes. You finally have a diagnosis for the angry bones. It's fibromyalgia. Oof. Yeah. My deepest sympathies, Lonely Space Warp. I'm glad you have a diagnosis now, and that is treatable, but, oof. Oh, heck, now you want to do more reading on sign language history in France. A fair bit about 19th and a bit about late 18th century in France and Britain. Yeah, you know, I know nothing at all about it, but it is very exciting here, right, that we're already getting, like, disability rep? and acknowledgement, of the abuse that was often hurled at them, and the potential for disabled people to thrive anyway. We're going to see more of that in this game. It's going to be great. Yeah, I don't think we went to school. That can only mean yes. Listen closely. Though there's money to be made, there's plenty more to lose. I'm going to play a game of cards tonight, and I'm going to win. Thanks to you. But before I explain my plan, I have a question. Do you know what suits, clubs, hearts, spades, and diamonds are? Just for the sake of content, absolutely not. Let me explain. Each card in the deck belongs to one of 4 suits. You can tell which suit it belongs to by the symbol on the card. This one belongs to the suit clubs. This one belongs to hearts. This one is spades. And this one is diamonds. I believe in the 18th century these are starting to codify, but there are others, like German decks of cards have different suits. In, I know, the previous centuries. I don't know about by 1743 though. And also we're not using the French words because, yeah. Is the game tonight? A strong hand is one with many of the same suit. Gotcha. Good. Look at these cards. Go ahead and pick the strongest suit. That's the suit you have the most cards of. That's right. Hearts is the strongest. You seem to understand, but we should be sure. Would you like to try again? That's a face with assured confidence, I think. Very well then. I can't help it. He's too English. He's too English. The Comte de Saint-Germain is far too English of a Frenchman. Now, where were we? That's right. I was going to explain my plan. Well, you will serve us wine as we play, and peek at my opponent's cards. Then you'll signal to me the best suit in his hand, whichever he has the most of. But how will you signal? I know. After serving the wine, you will take your cloth and wipe the table in a particular pattern corresponding to that suit. Does that make sense, I hope? Good. Let's discuss the wiping patterns you can use as signals. For hearts, you would wipe in a clockwise circular motion. Whee! Scrabble, scrabble, scrabble. If his best suit is spades, wipe in an anti-clockwise. We have had so many Englishisms. How am I not supposed to be? He's so English he even uses anti-clockwise. I think French also says that. But he's so English, he's so not American that he uses anti-clockwise. If you see a majority of diamonds, wipe in a straight line up and down. And finally, if you need to signal clubs, wipe the table in a side-to-side pattern. Excellent, you seem to be getting the hang of it. I've thrown a lot at you, I know, but shall we try the next trick? Now that's having you peek over my shoulder as you pour me a fresh drink. When you've seen my hand, signal to me the best suit. Ready to give it a try? Well done, Matt. It seems we have ourselves a plan. The bottle of Cahors. Our first cheating technique. We'll just sneak. It'll be great. There are 28 cheating techniques that we have to keep straight in this game. I take it you've had enough practice? Wonderful. Meet me back here tonight and we'll see about making some real money. God, the Comte de Saint-Germain is so fancy. Look at him go. Where has he gone? The gentleman was at this table. He didn't pay for his wine. I'll have to dock that from your wages. Whelp. We got our money stolen. Colonel Gabriel, I'm in luck tonight. You, on the other hand, you will probably die soon, on the gallows or of the pox. That will depend on whether I embrace your principles or your mistress. The Comte de Saint-Germain is another guy from... So, I need to verify this, real quick. But, So, the Comte is a historical figure, but is a name, if I remember correctly, is a name who becomes a byword for a charlatan. And so, the Castlevania Comte de Saint-Germain, despite, nominally being quite a bit earlier, ends up appearing all over the place as a charlatan. As for the dubious magician time traveler. But yeah, he, okay, yeah. So apparently he claimed to, be highly evasive as to who he actually was, and claimed to be things like 500 years old, and was an acquaintance of Voltaire, and Voltaire did not necessarily super like him. So... Oh yes, in German, known as Der Wundermann. But... yeah. He's, well-known, imposter adventurer, everything like Renaissance man scammer. So, solidly ends up in the realm of the folkloric. Yeah. So the French suits are hearts, tiles, cloves, and pikes. Germans are hearts, bells, acorns, and leaves. Roses, bells, acorns, and shields. Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. You found the name for the tapestry. That's probably the influence for the art style in the exterior shots. Ooh, let's look at that. What have we got? The Avalson. Oh, those are beautiful. Yep. I would be inclined to agree. Though... for one, happily licensed through Wikimedia Commons. The Lion in Love from slightly later. But beautiful 18th century textile work. Yeah. Big fan. Anyway, solid comeback. Just saying. Be careful, sir. My apologies, I spoke in jest. Let me refill your cup. How much do you want to bet? How about 5 livres? Ding, ding, ding. The reminder section is there if you need a refresher on the technique. Perfect. Oh. What? You think I have too much? Keep serving if you want to keep your teeth. Clubs should be... that one. Off we go. What? How did you do that? Just the luck of the draw, my good man. A drink and everything will be forgotten. Oh dear, now we are betting 2. 10 livres. diamonds should be straight up and down. And there we win. If you overpour, you arouse suspicions. You have to keep your eye on the pour and the cards. Wipe that grin off your face. That sort of setback happens to everyone, my good friend. Only yesterday I lost a fortune. You know what I did? I had a drink. Allow me. And by allow me, I mean allow me. Young man, fortune favors me. I think I deserve another drink before I keep playing. Would you be so kind as to refill my cup? Many thanks, lad. I'll say when. When? You played it for round well, lad. But look for your opponent, and you can see he's starting to get suspicious. It won't be long before he's had enough. Damn, we've been scuppered. They're so English. Or what are you two whispering about over there? Nobody cheats me. That's unfortunate. Forgive me, lad. I got a little carried away. The law will soon be upon us. We need to go. Now. That odious fellow appears to have left his purse. How careless. I mean, she was a bad person, but she didn't deceive that. I didn't deserve that. Is there? No. Oh, hold up. Has the game... Has there been game audio? Like, the game's supposed to have audio. Did I forget to, like, do that correctly? Oops. Yeah, that was my bad. There's been music playing the whole time. I just forgot to switch the source over. So yeah, there was sound effects. There was everything. It should be fixed now. My apologies. Whoops. The comment. Chapter 1. No, there's been delightful music the whole time. Nope, I'm just dumb and didn't even notice that. I mean the oddness of his manner, which is impossible not to laugh at. Otherwise, you know, he is very sensible and well-bred in conversation. Lady Jemima York on the Comte de Saint-Germain. Yeah, there's been music the whole time. Whoops. The camp of the Cascarol. Ireneo, my friend, do you hear that in the breeze? The rustle of the leaves and the murmur of the nearby brook. Yes, our good friend the Comte has come. See, the music's been delightful the whole time. We will stop here for a while. The gentleman who killed your patroness is Colonel Gabriel, commanding the Bayard Regiment. It won't be long until he accuses you of this murder. I'm afraid you make the perfect scapegoat. Your animosity with the deceased is well known. You are poor, young, and mute. And you fled the crime scene with a notorious thief. Me! But do not worry, we're safe here. This is the camp of the Cascarol. They are friends, they don't talk. And like all the other Romani in France, they fall beneath the cracks. Correct, Litzel. They are Romani. And you know, this game is immediately doing fun things of you know, disabled protagonist. Uh, your friends and compatriots are Romani, and so right, we're seeing groups that are normally subaltern, um, being put in the center for this in the purview of the Comte de Saint-Germain, who is far, far, far from subaltern. They're invisible, a bit like you. Make yourself at home. I need to talk to the magician. Alright, Ireneo. Ireneo Funes. Patient, bored, or impatient. The faces are so good. I'm patient. I'm bored. I'm impatient. Smile foolishly. You done making faces. Good for you, good for you. So, you're the new pet of the Countess Saint-Geran? No, don't answer that. My name is Ireneo Funes, cheat and humble artist of the shadows. I trick my fellow man for money and adventure. Would you like to learn magic? I thought you might say that. It's called Three-Card Monty. During the 100 Years' War, an English lord lost the entirety of his estates over this game, which is a very English thing to do. Then he threw himself off the white cliffs of Dover, which is a very French thing to do. So, follow closely. Do you see the queen here? I'll put her here. Now follow the queen closely. Should be that one. It's not that one, but it should be. Magic, isn't it? Our face. It's a simple trick, really. All in the motion, the flow. I trust you understood all that. Why not show off what you've learned to the magician? Fine, there's a bit more to it than that. I was playing with you. Highly recommend Later Alligator to anyone? True. All you can ever think about with Three-Card Monty is the game in Later Alligator. Start by flipping the cards over. Good, pick them all up and show them to me. Now for the important part, the secret that makes it work. You can either play fair and put the queen down, or cheat by putting down the card behind it. What do you choose? No, don't tell me. Now for the fun part. Mix them up, but be careful to keep a good rhythm. Alright, now take your time and swap two cards. Make it look deliberate. Time for me to choose. Very good. I didn't even see you cheat. I think you are ready now. Back again, are we? I can re-assign with you, or do you prefer to practice directly? Let's practice quick. And that should be right because I played fair. What's the point of this if I win? Right, I did play fair, so I expected to lose that one. McGregor is probably after you already. Well, it's not the uncertain hand of chance that has me in this dump. I'm glad you appreciate my hospitality. At least it smells better than Versailles. Come in, boy. I was waiting for you. Yes, come, meet the magician. I will wait outside. Also, my accent for Saint-Germain is going to be all over the place, and that is, at least I'll pretend it's on purpose, because the man claimed to be Hungarian, Portuguese, French, German, and Italian. The comp seems to think you have abilities. Trick me. Magnificent! Time for me to show you a trick then. I'm going to teach you how to read an opponent's mind. I'll prove it to you now. In fact, I'm so confident in my abilities, I'll put 40 leave on the line. I'll take that as a yes. Pick a card. Any card. From the deck, and place it on top. Remember which one you chose. Good. The card you chose is on the top, and do you remember it? Excellent. Now pick a number, let's say between 2 and 5. Alright, now watch this. I'm going to shuffle the deck, and then cut it. Abracadabra, I know where your card is in the deck. Remember the number you chose? Watch. 1, 2, 3. According to the number you picked, this next one should be your card. Is this your card? Good. Because there's no way I'm parting with my coins over that. And relax, you owe me nothing. The comp told me of your origins. I can see that look in your eye. It's always the same. You want to know how I did it? I'm willing to explain, since you showed such promise with 3-card Monty. Alright. So I've chosen my card, the Ace of Diamonds, and place it at the top of the deck. For the time being, let's keep it simple. I'll choose the number 1. That means all we have to do is keep the ace at the top. Let's see what happens if we start shuffling. As we first start mixing the card, we can keep an eye on the ace. But if we keep shuffling, we quickly lose track of it. Let's reset the deck and see what we can do differently. Start shuffling again, but only drop a clump of cards once. At this stage, we know that the ace is at the top of the pile in our bottom hat. But if we keep shuffling, we'll lose it. I suppose you're wondering how I kept track of your card when I shuffled and cut the deck before. You're right to look suspicious. The trick is to put a marker next to our card so we can find out later, even after more shuffling. You do this by dropping one card onto the pile and offsetting it slightly. This is called in-jogging. Remember it well, boy. That's it. Now you can shuffle the rest without worrying about losing the ace. Great. We now know where the ace is, but we wanted it at the top, not somewhere in the middle. So now what? That's where cutting comes in. We can feel for the in-jogged marker with our fingers and cut the deck at that point. The next card down was the ace, remember? So when we recombine the piles, it'll be back at the top of our deck. But Why trust me? Let's allow the cards to do the talking. Voila. As if by magic, the Ace of Diamonds back at the top of the deck. Let's see if you understood that. Try shuffling and cutting, making sure the ace gets back to the top at the end. Then we do that, and then we do that, and then we do that, and then we do that. And then we'll cut. Let's see if you got it right. That looks like the Ace of Diamonds to me. Well done. Would you like to practice it again? No? Alright. Let's take this trick up a gear then. Now, hold up a minute. Based Romany gear shifts, apparently. By the end of this trick, we wanted the ace at the top of the deck. And sure enough, we dealt out some cards, and the ace came out first. But the real trick is a bit more impressive. You let someone else choose the ace's position. You see, boy? Giving your target the feeling that they're in power is the key to pulling the rug out from underneath their feet. So with that in mind, imagine I'm your mark, and I've chosen the number 4. You need to offset the ace with 3 other cards. That means when you deal, the ace won't be first, but 4th. I'll teach you how to have these offsetting cards whilst you shuffle. Let's start as we did before. Shuffle some cards down just once, like earlier. Good, now before in-jogging, we need to offset the ace to the correct position. Drop 3 more cards, one at a time. Great, now create yourself a marker by in-jogging a card. Now all that's left to do is shuffle the remaining cards down, and then cut. That all looked right to me. Let's see, shall we? 1, 2, 3. There's the Ace of Diamonds as the 4th card, just as planned. Impressive work. Now before you go running off trying to impress everyone with your newfound wizardry, need some advice. There's nothing more embarrassing than messing up a magic trick, so keep practicing. Now remember, I get to choose where I want my card to end up. Neither me nor anyone you show this will pick the number 4 just because you learned it. So pay attention to which number is picked, and only offset the card that far. Let's have the number 3 this time. You would have loved if all 4 cards were the Ace of Diamonds and then so was the 5th. 2, 3. The Ace of Diamonds? Exactly where I asked for it. Well done. You'd like to practice it again? Very well. You seem to know what you're doing. What? You're a quick study. The count has done well. Goodbye. Hello. Back again, are we? Oh, okay. Never mind, Yario. I thought you were going to say something new. You tricked the magician? I hope you didn't sign away your sword when I've been working so hard to earn it! Oh! Really? Well, you're going to follow me across France after all. So you're part of the family now. We share everything here, including our gains. Everything we give to the camp will be given a good use. It's like a poor people's bank. We support the elderly, as the ones who can't work anymore, like Aradale. I also hope that one day we could use that money to change things for real in this country. I will give 20 livres. You'll have the money is yours to spend how you want. We would appreciate if you could spare some for our cause. I currently have 60. Indeed. We can make the Comte angry by being too generous. I think we'll start with a nice even 20. We'll give what we can. Thank you. Well done here. We should keep moving. Journal. Find a record of your adventures in the journal. Aww. Comte de Saint-Germain. Tavern. Strange day. Normal start. Miss P in terrible mood. Hateful woman. A smart man said I have talent. Comte de Saint-Germain, his name is. Tonight I will help him play cards. Miss P cannot find out, excited. Was worth paying for his wine. Something awful happened. Miss P is dead. Couldn't do anything. Does not bother the comp so much. Finally leaving this dreadful place. My dream has come true, but what's the price of it? Cascarot camp. I read this from a Cascarot camp. Smells like smoke. I draw Colonel Gabriel. He killed Miss P. The count says Gabriel will blame me for his crime. We also hide for someone named Mac Gregor. At least I am learning lots like a new trick from a man named Ireneo. The comp says I have been spelling his name wrong. Aww. Oh no, this is reasonable fashion. This is reasonable English spelling for the 18th century, dang it. For anyone who doesn't know, the standardized linguistic spellings are an invention of the 19th century primarily. The early 19th century, to be fair, Noah Webster for American English is operating in what? I think it's the 1820s, 1830s. But in this period, there's all sorts of fun nonsense that you can see as an excuse for spelling, and your job is to figure out what the heck is supposed to say regardless. It's actually super useful, right? Once you get past the pain of, what is happening? It's actually super useful because it lets you date sound changes. Apparently the Cascarot are firstly real, and secondly, Basque Romani, which makes sense. That would make sense why we have Ireneo then, which I was like, that's a Spanish name. Does this mean everyone can make up their own spelling? That means everyone is trying to spell in a way that will be understood, so a way that reflects the way they speak. And since people speak in different ways, different dialects and different individuals with the different idiolects will spell things differently. A minimum bet of 10. Let's go to the Parlement Café. We're heading to Toulouse. A city on the verge of hysterical frenzy is the best place to make a profit. Why? I heard a Protestant merchant killed his own son to prevent him from converting to Catholicism. Whew. Okay. So, I suppose here's the part where we give the historical context for what's happening in 1743. Because it's, you know, bad. So. While this is not a period of as excessive violence, around religious sectarianism as the wars of religion in the 16th century. Nevertheless, the earlier parts of the 18th century are a period of high tension between Catholic French populations and Huguenot French populations. And, right, there's probably a period of the highest period of tension in over a century. The wars of religion kind of ease off around 1600, and as we keep going farther, and closer to, you know, the French Revolution, the religious aspect of it definitely does continue to get worse. And so, you know, Voltaire, who we're about to meet, spends a lot of time talking about religious stereotypes in his satires, and, you know, simultaneously poking fun at the idea of there being differences, and definitely not making them better. Oh hey, Sajama, funny seeing you here again after like 5 other pieces of media you've been consumed with you in recent memory. Yeah, like he's in a lot of anime. For no discernible reason, he's in a lot of anime. Like, isn't he in Symphogears or something? The biggest are scandalized, the people are enraged, the gentry suspiciously silent. As far as scams go, it's pretty crude. But you have to recognize a certain Gallic efficacy. The trial starts tomorrow. The whole city will be busy, noisy, and distracted. Yes, though, Sashima has female there. Yeah, look, name a more iconic duo than anime and gender-swapping historical figures. We cannot let this opportunity pass. Before I get to explain our next strategy, do you need a refresher on the card values JQKA? No. Good. You only know the card from the Secrets of the Immortal Nicholas Flamel series, where he's a master of fire magic, a musician, and married to Jeanne d'Arc. He was a musician. He claimed to be a magician, and he was a quite talented musician. So 1.5 out of 3. 1.5 out of 3. The magician showed you a technique that allows you to maintain and offset a stack, didn't he? Whilst you know a strong foundation to work with, the technique has some flaws. Fiddling around with the deck at the table is just too risky. So, how else can we stack the deck? You'll use something that I call the full harvest. You'll collect cards at the end of a round so they sit favorably in the deck during the next one. Picture in your mind how the cards will fall if you're the dealer. Because I'm sitting to your right, I'll be dealt last. That's where we want high value cards. Pick up the card clumps in an order that ensures I'll end up with a high card when you deal. Those two don't matter. And then we grab these and we pick them up in the correct way. And we do that. Perfect. I'm guaranteed a lovely strong card when you deal. You're doing well at that. But it will be a bit more complex in practice. There will be many more cards on the table, and I am a greedy boy. Make sure I get 3 high-value cards this time. Alright, so this one doesn't, or this order doesn't matter. This one does. This one does. That should work. Well done, lad. Would you like to move on to the next part of the plan? Good. Imagine you've just collected the cards from the table. Think about how we'll arrange them and how they'll be dealt out. Every 4th card will be dealt to me. Thanks to you, they'll have high values. But of course, we can't start dealing just yet. We have to shuffle. Or pretend to, at least. Allow me to introduce you to the art of ineffective shuffling. Draw some cards, don't leave your stack behind. Our favorable stack is now at the bottom, still in order. The rest of the cards will pile up on top. We'll eventually want to bring the order cards back to the top undisturbed. To help with that, we need to mark where they are in the deck. One card poking out should do the trick. This is called in-jogging. Suppose this all sounds familiar? The magician taught you well, I see. Well done. Now drop the rest of the cards on top. This makes it look like a real shuffle. Good. Now, you don't for me to cut since we're such fair and honorable players. Watch how I use my fingers to find your in-jogged card. Then you can combine the cards by putting the bottom pile on top. And that's it. Our order cards are ready to be dealt out. Impressive work. You understand the plan then, lad? Gather discarded cards in an order that ensures a favorable deal. Then pretend to shuffle before leaning on me to cast the deck. Let me scatter some cards down on the table and you can rehearse it. That'll work. Those don't matter. Those do matter. Heck. That's fine. And this order can be whatever you want. Focus. The tricks are becoming immediately more complex. Perfect. The Disheveled Gatherer. 3 out of 28. There are so many. We can wrap up the rest before our arrival if you'd like. Great. I will fetch my quill and you can show me your vowels. I see the Capital. We've arrived. Remember, the stakes are getting higher, lad. We cannot be discovered. The Parlement Cafe, Tunis, France, 1 hour later. Was that man playing hurdy-gurdy? That looked like he may have been playing hurdy-gurdy. Anyway, Jean-Baptiste Leroy d'Alembert. But you are cheating. No. Please don't make that face. So I can I am truly happy to make your acquaintance. You are? The nobility is full of scars and cheats, but they are mostly inept amateurs. Let's meet this guy. Cause our historical figures continue. By the power of slightly more reputable encyclopedia entries, Jean Laurent d'Alembert. French mathematician, philosopher, and writer, and a contributor to the encyclopedia. As a member of the Philosophe, he is, reason and logic and rationalists to the extreme, like Voltaire. He attempts to do, the Le mélange de littérature, d'histoire, and de philosophie. An essay on the kinds of letters. To pursue liberty, truth, and poverty, and urge aristocratic patrons to respect the talents and influence of such writers. Oh man. Oh man. So, incredibly famous in the history of science and mathematics, but also a philosopher that, who was close associate of Voltaire, operates in the same social milieu, and has the same broad ethos as Voltaire. What a fun time. What a fun guy. The nobility is full of scholars and cheats, but they are mostly inept amateurs. Real colonists are a rarity, for good reason. Voltaire! Come here and meet these gentlemen. Anyway. What is it, my young friend? Don't you seem too busy for your games? These men are cheats. Professional ones. Cheats, you say? Truly corrupted souls. How interesting. Monsieur Voltaire, I respectfully disagree. We simply teach men a justified fear of cards and gambling. And we get paid for this humble service. Social morality. Ah. So. Right, cards are known as the devil's game. In the intro to this game, and just broadly in the literature. Because, gambling was seen as a sin. Now, folks like Voltaire are like, wait, sin? I'm a bit uncomfy with that. I'm uncomfortable about that. But I like the idea. So let's strip all the Christianity out of it and construct a new rationalist social morality that happens to confirm most or all of the same things, while also being staunchly anti-religion. Voltaire is at the forefront of this, And man, is he a jerk. It does sound like an elastic conception of virtue and morale. Should we play to test your logic? Oh yes, please cheat again! Maybe we shall start small. A little bit. Let's do that. This one doesn't matter. This one does matter. We can do this one. Order doesn't matter. No! I'm dumb. I got 2 out of 3. But I am dumb. Round lost. Are you afraid of cards yet? Not yet, I'm sorry to say. Are you afraid of gambling? How could I be? It's so profitable. Aww. I lost. Let's try that again. Do you want to bet on Voltaire? Yes, yes. I just screwed up. Still a little bit. Let's see if I can not lose all of my cash this time. Yeah? We shall play. I just need to be, you know, better. There's one. We can do that one. And then this one. Nay. This one order doesn't matter. Guarantees that. And then this one guarantees that. Perfect. There we go. It actually occurs to you that our protagonist could be deaf or hard of hearing and ridiculously good at lip reading? Yeah, that does... I don't think that's the case. I didn't see anything. You are really good. Could I ask you a question? Do you play to earn money, or do you play for the mere pleasure of tricking your opponents? Neither. Each game I play is just a brick in the edifice I am building. Each trick is an element of a larger plot. I play patiently, slowly, till I can trick the sun. Like you, Monsieur de Voltaire. One letter at a time, one idea at a time, until the whole world changes. Heck. That one will work. Order on this one doesn't matter. Order on this one does matter. You can grab these ones. And then these ones. Voila. And we finally have earned a decent amount of cash. Why? This is art! Another round! The expense feels no different than a trip to the theater. And you're in luck, sir, for we have an encore planned. Oh geez, we might lose everything if we're not careful. There's one. There's two. And there's three. Easy peasy. For highly trained lip readers, understand maybe 1/4 of what someone's saying in good light. Good enunciation, facing you using the same dialect you're trained in. Yeah, no. I think this little experiment is getting too expensive for me, I'm afraid. I shall go back to my writings. Thank you, gentlemen. It was enlightening. Look forward to seeing the sun blush. That was much more profitable for us. Thank you. Shall go to the inn? Actually, first, at this point, you know... We got to meet a couple of historical figures. Got to see some fun stuff. But we are going to take a very short ad break. Ads are a super important part of how the channel works. Hopefully no one was getting surprise ads during this, but we're going to take a scheduled one, which should hopefully prevent that from happening. We are back. We take ad breaks approximately every hour. As a way to hopefully, prevent the content from getting interrupted, firstly. And secondly, to give me a chance to get up and stretch, because turns out sitting down for 5-6 hours at a time with no stretches is bad for you. So hopefully everyone stood up as well, got some food, got some water, stretched, and is ready to go. We are back in with Card Shark. If you're just tuning in, we are playing Card Shark today, a game that is about card games, but it is not itself a card game. More accurately, it's about cheating at card games. So we met Voltaire, we met d'Alembert, we've met the Comte de Saint-Germain. It is the year 1743, and we are scamming France's finest. Frankly, they deserve it. So, without further ado, let's get back into it. Alright. We are going to Aurillac. Don't quote me on how that's pronounced. We're not going into the scene for leisure, of course. Not when there's going to be made. That simple trick we pulled at the tavern won't work. How do you feel about taking a seat at the table? I'm afraid that wasn't really a question, lad. You won't be playing to win, of course. You'll be aiding me. Similar to last time, I need you to signal to me what you know of my opponent's cards. I doubt we'll find anyone quite so drunk as before, so I'll need better information if we're to win. You'll need to communicate the suit and value of our opponent's best card. That should be enough to tip the scales. The way you hold your cards and how you play them will tell me everything. I call it this pinch and drop signal. Let's start with clubs. Play a card from your hand, holding 3 fingers in the air. Very good. For hearts, hold the card with 2 fingers extended. Right, I'll show you where this is going. 1 finger lifted for spades. Good. Have a closed hand when signaling diamonds. Shall we move on to signaling card values, or shall we go over signaling suits again? Okay, the way you place a card will signal its value to me. For aces, place the highest card to the highest point before letting it fall to the table. Just like that. For kings, show me a strangler by reaching forward and placing him deep into the table. Oh. Exciting. Good. Now for queens, treat them all with respect. Gently lower the lady down and place her on the table. Perfect. And for jack, pull your hand back before you fling the rascal forward. Well done. Would you like to go over that again, or shall we try putting this all together? Let's put it all together. Very well. I suppose you're wondering how you'll see our opponent's hand if you're sat at the table. Any ideas? Quite right. You can't pour the wine when you're a customer. The responsibility will rest on my shoulders. I'll deal in such a way that you may steal a look at our marks' cards. Commit to memory the highest value card they get dealt. Don't forget its suit. If the lucky wretches dealt 2 cards of joint highest value, but with different suits, either card will do. Alright, Lidsell. Have a good night. Good luck with coding. What a good game, right? I call this technique Dealer's Glimpse. Let's practice. 7 diamonds. 9 clubs. Queen diamonds. Queen spades. Bravo! It seems we have ourselves a plan. The indiscreet fingers. Technique 4 out of 20. Let us rest. We've quite a journey yet. Some hard-riding practice will pass the time. Now let me find my quill. Aureliac, France, later that day. This scene has proven to be a fertile hunting ground in the past. Let's take a look at the man in red seated over there with all his finery. Let's fleece him for all he's worth. I'll stay back here until I'm seated. You seem utterly bored, my young friend. I happen to know the perfect cure for that ailment. You're not a doctor, I hope. I may be bored, but I'm not suicidal. I only administer the sweets for a thrill, a good old game of cards. That's a remedy my humors can agree with. Please, have a seat. I'm curious. The fact that his name is so, well, short suggests to me that this is not based on a real person, but I am not. If I am incorrect on that, someone who knows 18th century French history better than me, please correct me. Okay, 9 diamonds. 9 diamonds. Jack diamonds. Still Jack diamonds. Queen of hearts. I mean, we may have beaten that one. We may have beaten that one anyway. I'm growing sick of your medicine, Comte. I'll just stay for another round, young patient. It will take a bit. Spicy. In 8 of hearts, doesn't really matter. Jack of hearts. Alright, Jack hearts. Chat, help you remember. Ace of hearts. I mean, I don't think it's likely to beat that, yeah. I mean, we basically could have done that. We basically probably would have won that one on our own anyway, because we had an ace of spades. A stringent defeat again. You've got a dreadful bedside manner, Comte. Only through suffering do we feel alive. Wow. Well, 3 diamonds. That's not very risky. He's got a bad hand. Like, my man. Okay, Jack of clubs. King of clubs. I think we can stick with King of clubs. Wow. Ah, well, I can't make the bet for the next round. Your treatment was expensive, but appreciated. We should say a game of cards a day keeps the doctor away. Not an apple. I fully agree, my friend. The apple only works if you're good at throwing it at the doctor. Burlingame Geek, thank you for the 5 months at tier 1. Huge. Just got here, is this a recognizable card game or a historical one? Some of these are still common party tricks. In general, my sense is that, we're not playing enough of the game to actually know. For this trick, everything happened in the deal, and so we're not actually playing out the game. We're laying down the first card. It's clearly some sort of trick-taking game, because the suit, we're looking for high values of the correct suit. So it's clearly some sort of trick-taking game. But what exactly that game is, I am neither familiar enough with card games, nor do I think we see enough of the game to actually identify. And I think that's true most of the way through, right? So, a party trick of, hey, here's a random Pick a card, any card, I'm gonna put it at the top of the deck. Or 3-card Monty scamming. 3-card Monty scams. Like, are known things. Were known in the 1700s, are known today. But some of these other ones, they may be using historically tested cheating methods. And then not really caring about what game it's associated with. Yeah. I think, right, Manchester and Rat both said Whist. Completely reasonable as a guess. Thank you, monsieur. I would be a good patient and follow your prescription. Wow. He didn't even know. He didn't even pay attention. We have, however, made some good... Pinochet? Yeah. We have gone back to the camp. Bonjour. Good morning, young man. You seem rather quaint this morning. The dark beauty of a classic hero in an old romance. Now, what can I do for you? Con said he would donate 60. You're free to give what you want. Oh. Thank you. I know an orphanage in need. I will take care of the rest. You like that we have a co-op? We also have a fancy hat. Look at how cool our hat is. Welcome. Is the Count treating you well? See. Alright. We're doing well for ourselves. We have given all. Are you ready to leave? Alright, we'll have to earn some more cash over here. We'll have to be careful on this one because I'm low. We are heading to the manor of Baroness de Borja. She has the look, the laugh, and the breath of a horse. I suppose you want to see wealth like hers before. Don't let it overwhelm you. Nervousness will give away our ploy. Needless to say, we're visiting for her fortune, not her company. We'll be developing the trick we pulled at your employer's dump. Remember, used a cloth to signal the suit? Let's take that a step further. As my sofa, you'll be able to pour drinks for everyone at the table. And owing to my widely known fastidiousness, extra cleaning won't raise eyebrows either. I can play aggressively if I know the exact count of my opponent's most numerous suit. So, spades in this case. To communicate the count, simply repeat the signal suit without interruption. Let's give that a try. So 2 clubs is back and forth. Twice. Good, let's try 3 hearts. What then? That's right, now show me 4 spades. That should be anti-clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, it's getting more complicated, chat. I don't know if I'm going to keep talking on top of this, but we're going to try. Shall I try with you spying my hand, or go over it again? Excellent. 3 diamonds. And nearly overfilled. That should be that one. Well done. That wasn't so hard, was it? You can go over it again if you'd like, though. Excellent. No need to flog a dead horse. I say we skip the rehearsal today and see to your verb declensions instead. I like that he's teaching us how to write. But before we go putting the cards away, bring a small surprise to multiply out gains at the end of the game. An impromptu, if you will. Now I'm going to teach you the final technique of the evening. Call it dog-eared card. I'll slip a second deck into your pocket as you pour my drink. Take it to another room, find an ace, and bend the corner of it, like you would to mark your place in a book. The next time you pour my drink, I'll take the second deck back. Follow my instructions and you'll be fine. Let's do a practice run. Well done. No, don't dog your book pages. Heathens! Exactly. The bottle of Bordeaux. I'm curious now. Let's see. Bottle of Bordeaux cards. I'm curious if these are marked. It doesn't look like it. It looks like it's probably best known under a different name. It's not known under this name and anything else. Alright. You knew he was a profligate card, but this is a step too far. A cad! A rascal! And a rake without honor! Without honor, I say! How dare he dog your books! Trust me, lad, it'll all make sense in good time. My play will be far more convincing if you're kept in the dark. Would you like more practice? We can move on. Very well, time for those verb declensions then. We're getting close. But remember, follow my instructions and everything will be fine. Yeah, because that went... Yep. Espagnol, France, later that day. Oh, good lord. Her hair! And who's this other slouch? My dear Count, here in my humble home. What a little scoundrel. You flit about like a hummingbird. Am I not enough flower for you? Unfortunately, being close to you turns me into an imbecile without remedy. Are you going to play as an imbecile tonight? I cannot wait to see that. I'm yours to slaughter, as always. The bet has to be 20, so, looks like 2 diamonds. Well, Vicomte, I thought I had you. Beginner's luck, Your Highness. You remind me of the charming MacGregor, the king's advisor. I've heard of him, a busy fellow, with a lot of interests in the New World. He also keeps many secrets for the king. Oh, pray tell. I wouldn't know. What about the events of the 12 bottles of milk? If you win again, Comte. Alright. Boy, how exactly were you planning to force one with an empty bottle? Go and fetch us more from the other room. Apologies. Oh, well that was easy. First thing. Keep an eye out for someone with tête de mouton hair. Exciting. That's a very expensive money you're spending here. The Count will retain it from your pay. The 12 bottles of milk. The scandal that had occurred of time when cast out court in disgrace. With Blackhorn, I thought I had you. You owe me a secret, Barnes. The 12 bottles of milk, was it? I'm all ears. MacGregor wouldn't like me to tell the king's stories. Should visit my old friend Aramis. Yes. The Musketeer. It was there, you know. Right. I understand now. We are freely blending historical and literary figures here, I believe. Though, strangely Germanized the spelling. What, the 12 bottles of milk? It's a secret. Let's play again. Sheesh. It's like 2 clubs. 2 clubs. That one? Count, you have me beat. Don't look so upset about it, as it's not pretty on. How dare... I jest, of course, you're ever breathtaking. Your sorry jokes and acid compliments won't lighten my mood, Count. You know I loathe to lose, and I tire of seeing you disappointed. I'll better give you a chance to earn back your money. 15 now? What did you have in mind? Sadly, I cannot part with tonight's winnings. My poor mother, the Duchesse, needs her medicine. This pocket watch here belonged to my father, the Cardinal. It's worth 200. Leave. I have my boy cut the deck, for fairness sake. If he gets an ace, you owe me 200 more. Otherwise, I'll give you the watch. I trust you're satisfied with the terms. I'm feeling quite generous of late. And here I thought I'd be the one regretting your visit. You're on. Oh gosh. Huzzah! Wow. Well done, Thompson. Fair's fair, I suppose. Take your money. It's been a pleasure playing this evening. I do hope we can do it again sometime. Oh boy. Let's see if our things have gotten better. Let's see. Voltaire, Parliament's Cafe. Is this McGregor character mentioned from all the Jacobite Scots families who were integrated into the French nobility? No idea. Probably. It's a very Scottish name, but I have no idea. I wonder though, if I type in, we'll see if we can Google through this. MacGregor, Louis the 14th. That's not coming up with anything immediately. There is a con man from later, but it's not coming up with anything immediately. So, anyway, the Musketeer Aramis, or sorry, Aramis. What am I supposed to say? Like it's a Three Musketeers reference. Athos, Porthos, Aramis, and D'Artagnan. Like, it's a three... That screams to me, hey, this is a Three Musketeers reference. And we should be thinking... about, you know, French literature about the Sun King as much as anything else. Anyway, Toulouse, Toulouse as loud as smells bad. I'm a long way from the gentle streets of Pau. Last night we played with Voltaire and his friend. They enjoyed our cheating. Of course, says they are famous for being clever. You must have to be very clever to enjoy being made to feel stupid. That facts. And Saran. I sat at the table during the game. We cheated the gentleman. Saran. All that cheating would make me uneasy. The constant is fair game if the player already has too much money. The smell of hops and warm food made me long for home. You always knew the contest secret... Oh, Louis the 15th. Exciting. Knew the contest secret reasons for a journey, but not this. Whispers of scandal involving King Louis the 15th and 12 bottles of milk? We did meet the Baroness of B in her manor. She knew about the scandal, but did not want to share. We now must talk for witness. A musketeer named Aramis. Well, unavailable. Let's go to the cafe again. We're going back to Toulouse. I received a idea for Voltaire. We must have impressed him as we've been invited back to the Parlement Cafe. It's time we broadened our repertoire and put on a real show. This strategy will rely on sleight I've had and some skullduggery with a spare deck. To kick things off, I'll slip a second deck into your pocket as you pour me a drink. Then I'll make this easy for you to get somewhere out of sight. Using the duplicate deck, you will prepare me a favorable stack before concealing it in the palm of your hand. When you rejoin the table, offer to cut the cards before we resume our game. Seize this opportunity to place the cards you arranged at the top of the deck. And that's the essence of twin deck theft. Quite simple, really. Let's give it a try. First, let's try the part where I slip you the duplicate deck, or as I like to call it, but where I get to have another drink. Thanks, lad. At this point, I find a reason to send you away to a back room. Imagine there are 5 of us playing, and I'm the last in the deal. Make a stack that favors me and disadvantages my opponents. So, I need to... How does this work? Stacking 4 low-ranking cards. Alright. So we do that, and we do that, and we do that. Okay. Now conceal the stack in the palm of your hand so that you're ready to deposit it while cutting. And then we cut. Excellent, I trust you understood all of that? That's the spirit. As you can see, the individual techniques are simple enough. But there's a bit of a catch. Let's pretend that we're moving on to the next round and I've just finished dealing. What's this? 2 of the same card? You must be mistaken, good sir. We're saying there are duplicate cards right here in my hand. The simple printing error, I swear. Do you take me for a fool? You're a cheat. Gendarme. Never the gallows. Oh dear. His acting skills need work. Oh. So as you can see, adding a handful of new cards to the deck is all well and good, till our opponent ends up with duplicates, which means we're a bit stuck. I don't know why you're smiling. My strategy is flawed. I'm not sure what to suggest now. Ah, you should see your face, lad. I'm not telling you all this just to tell you it doesn't work. We simply need to play with the other deck. There's no duplicates in that one. I think it's actually missing a few cards. We can exchange the 2 decks with the wine pouring trick from before. This will not only relieve us of our problem, but also present us with another stacking opportunity. And this time we can avoid the duplicate card issue. Consider the deck you'll be creating a stack from this time. It'll be missing the cards you used to make a favorable stack with earlier on. So, you can make another favorable stack by adding those cards back to the deck they originally came from. So I hope you remember the cards you pawned before? Ah, of course you didn't. You want to know that. But in future, you must remember the first cards you pawned during the strategy. If you forget, you can always scan the deck for duplicate cards. That sounds rather dull though. Either way, after removing the duplicates, you'll need to stack them atop the table deck on your return. Don't forget to make sure I get the high card. There's time to perfect it yet, but that's the plan. Alright, chat. You're gonna have to help me here. Because this is getting complicated. It's a little fiddly, I know, but I have faith in your abilities, lad. I strongly advise you try the entire strategy without my instruction. What do you say? Let's do it. Time to fill my cup then. Alright, we get a good card. We get a good card. A queen. That sounds good. Let's just make them all hearts, so that way I can just, 7 and... So, 3, 6, 7, 9, queen. I'm dumb. I didn't pay attention to the order. So... Huh. This doesn't work. We'll have to do it again. I know I said I wouldn't intervene, but your stack is a mess, lads. Would you like to start again? This is why I never cheat on cards. Exactly. Let's try that again. Let's actually pay attention to where he is in the... Ah, that was nearly risky. Let's try that again, paying attention to where he is in the stack. He's second. So we need a rubbish diamond. And we need a... rubbish diamond. And we need a rubbish diamond. And then we need the good card. And then we need a... So, 2, 5, 9, 10, ace. 2, 5, 9, 10, ace, all of diamonds. 2, 5, 9, 10, ace? We're looking for the... 2, 5... Oh, I'm bad. I still need to remove them in a way that makes it favorable. Okay. Where's the 5? 5 of diamonds? Perfect. You seem to have got all the duplicate cards, and I managed to stack them in my favor too. Let's be able to win the next round without risk of our ploy being uncovered. You have this well in hand, I'd say. Of course, if you'd like to practice some more, we can. Oh boy. Do you feel that? The carriage wheels have hit cobblestone. We're here. Alright. Everyone hide. I don't feel good about this. Yeah, there he is. My friends, I'm so happy to see you again. What are you doing? I'm practicing while Voltaire is having his latest philosophical marvel inside the mind of Boycians. Our previous encounter revealed a new world to me. Do you know you can cheat a coin flip? You have to put the coin between your index and palm. Then imprint a quick rotation to the coin by snapping your fingers at the same time as you throw the coin upward. Damn. The theory is that the coin will come back in your hand on the same side as you throw it. It's called steady coin. Good luck with that. Merci d'être chaud. What a pleasure. Maître Voltaire, I received your letter. How could we be of assistance? Our previous encounter gave me the foundations for a rather unique strand of Leibnizian optimism and its ridiculous concept. Oh. Oh no. Chat, is this the shit we have to deal with whenever we talk to Voltaire? Yeah, yes it is. In case if you were wondering, this is exactly the shit that we have to deal with every time we talk to Voltaire. Candide, yeah. Candide in particular is his satire based on Leibnizian optimism and anti-religious fervor. And generally Voltaire being a jerk. Calm yourself, I just need you for a small experiment. An experiment? What sort of experiment? Inside, there are 3 optimistic fools waiting to be slaughtered at your hands. What? Enter, cheat, and ruin them. Each of them has only known the contents of a perfectly comfortable life so far. Whoa! No! He's going to do Candide as a live-action social experiment. That's freaking hilarious. I want to know what happens when these advantages are gone. What's in it for us? They are rich and gullible. Let's go. I'm in. Alright. Chat, I'm in. So, Born Again Geek, what's going on here is You know, let's actually properly introduce Voltaire, because I've memed about Voltaire, but it's worth actually introducing the man. So, clicking out of the game, to the Encyclopedia Britannica, we have Voltaire, also known as François-Marie Arouet, is widely regarded as one of the great 18th century humanists. He's a biting satirist. Absolute, like, completely opposed to, the social mores of the court of Louis XIV, Louis XV, and what he perceived as the excesses of Versailles, and staunchly anti-Christian in his rationalist, form. He's incredibly learned, is popular everywhere except France, and his works are widely distributed during his lifetime, and widely pirated during his lifetime. He potentially encouraged the piracy. He's also, in the 21st century, I'd argue he's probably best known for witty aphorisms, such as the Holy Roman Empire, which is neither holy nor Roman nor an empire. Also his witty aphorism, that a witty aphorism proves nothing. So, no, he is... Oh, the piracy industry, like, the piracy industry both in terms of the Ahoimi mateys piracy in the 1740s, and the you wouldn't download a book kind of piracy in the 1740s, is just going insane. Going absolutely nuts. And yeah, Voltaire may have encouraged the piracy of his books by leaking his editions to other publishers than the one that was actually paying him. It's very funny. He's also, the entry goes on forever. Goes on forever. But right, for the classical thing is that he is the great, right? Rousseau is the only other person who goes toe-to-toe with him in the 18th century French philosophy. My opinion, I think contemporary opinion is much more critical of him, because turns out he's kind of a jerk. He often makes punches down in his satire, right? Often he punches up, but often he punches down. He, like, basically, paints Christianity in extremely broad brushes in most of his things. And, like, lots of things about Candide. His, certainly in American school's most famous, work of satire, rubbed me the wrong way. So, the man's complicated. The man is messy as hell. But it's very funny, the idea that we are putting Candide, the story of someone who, through no effort of their own, grew up in luxury, and the thought experiment of what happens when they lose that luxury. When a tragedy strikes, and they lose everything, and start wandering around as an adventurer where stuff happens to them. It's a very strange story. But we're gonna enact it IRL. Here we are. Reverend General, Madame, let me introduce you to our adversaries tonight. The little one is much to my taste. I will eat him alive. That young fellow is no match for my strategic mind, I can tell already. Come and join us, comrades. Do you want the white or the black? We're not playing one of your lenient games of chess tonight, General. We're playing cards. For money. I knew that, of course. It was a figure of speech. Buta. Do we have to bet money? It's not really a Christian thing to do. Reverend, you know that despite your slender aspect, money is stuffed in all of your sacred orifices. It's time to bet. Voltaire, oh, you're just gonna leave them be. Alright. We have a decent amount of cash, so we'll bet 20. Lad, you look tired. Get yourself some coffee. Go stretch your legs. We're all friends here. Would you be so kind as to refill that glass before you go? Alright. Where's he at in the order of things? He is at the top, so the good one needs to be at the end. Heck. Let's do all spades this time. 4, 5, 8. 4, 5, 8, 10, and the king. 4, 5, 8, 10, king. Spades. Feeling better? Please give the deck a cut so that the general can deal. Four, 5, 8, 10, king spades, right? 4, 5, 8, 10, and king of spades. Well done, that was a brilliant round. Wait, does that mean I've won? No, you did. Monsieur's being sarcastic. Me too. Right. What are you waiting for? Deal again? Maybe we shall leave it at 20. This one takes a lot longer. Lad, are you well? Yeah. Young man, you seem to have weak blood. Please come back when you feel better. What a quaffable grape. Put me some more on your way out, lad. Four, 5, what was it? 4, 5, 8, 10, and king? Where the heck is it? I saw it earlier. Sheesh. This is going to be a tough one. Let's put some color in your cheeks. Go ahead and cast the deck, lad. Oh, jeez. Okay. Look at how suspicious he already is. I've lost again. My head spins. My heart stops. My purse dry. All three of them. So empty. Alright. 40 it is. Do you need another walk, lad? Again? Do excuse the boy. I carried you to Goose earlier and he's been feeling off colour ever since. Oh, how upsetting. Go take a walk, little one. Oh, well, would you look at that in a big glass? You know what to do, boy. Alright, what's the energy here? Same thing. 4. 4, 8, 6, 9. I saw the ace. More spades. That's okay. This should be our last round, so we should be okay. Magnifique? I've lost everything. You're cheating. No, I'm not. Not you, Bubblehead. Them. I disagree, madame. Big Soup, I have studied these fellows. Although they are peculiar, foul play couldn't escape my sagacity. How could it, Jenna? How could it? Farewell, my friends. I hope we will meet again. You owe us a revenge. That was an incredible demonstration. Thank you. We were lucky. I doubt luck plays any part in your game, but shall we confirm this beyond doubt? Be my guest. Dannenberg, do you mind giving this coin to our young friend here? If Fred manages to toss it heads up 3 times in a row, you win. What? But how? How? Here's the coin. How much shall we bet? A small amount. Oh, I screwed that up. It worked out. Bravo, let's try again. Only if we double the bet. I'm not too worried, I've got plenty of livres. Right now we want it as tails, so we want it as that. As heads, and then like that. That's magic. Another cry. Dannenberg, we are better at this than you. Let's go. I will double the bet. That's it? I don't know what spell you cast on that coin, but I accept defeat. We made a killing today. We will take our leave now. Again you win, and yet, I pity both of you, my friends. Trying to skew chance is the best way to be its instrument. You didn't you? The steady coin trick? My apprentice continues to surprise me. You cannot help it, Jacob. Our generation will bury yours in the history books. Spooky. We have found far more options now. The barn, in Vichy, or the hospice in Béjac. But first, I believe we should talk to the Cascarot camp. After. Eltful talk with him more on the experiment by playing against some drunks. Lacan says they will not remember what happened in the morning, so we can milk them again. I felt quite impressive acting so fast and clever. If only the boy wiping tables back in Pau could see me now, he would not believe his eyes. Well. Magician. I must... You lay low for a bit, I think. The beauty of a classic hero and an old romance. What is the state of the fund? Contributed 170. That's very generous. Exciting. 210. Jesus. Alright. I want a decent amount of cash on me. 360. Yeah, that works. Thank you. I know an orphanage in need. I will take care of the rest. Beautiful. So we are acquiring just lots of stuff. And a good hat. Man, our hat's great. I love how, like, extravagant the fashion is. It feels very good. Like, the fact that Saint-Germain just wears purple is very, very good. Put on your journal, lad. I owe you an explanation. You guys are not traveling together by chance? Yeah, you naive soul. France is on the verge of tremendous change. I believe I can make a fortune just by listening closely. You see, I am investigating a secret called the 12 bottles of milk. One of the witnesses to this secret is Henri d'Aramitz, a former musketeer of Louis XV. If he's a friend of the Baroness, then he must be a gambler. Do you have any questions before we discuss our strategy? It is, Agalias, you are correct. The Cascarot are a nomadic group of Basque and Romani intermarriages, so a semi-nomadic group in southern France in this period. And so, yes, they are specifically, in the game, they classify themselves as under the Romani, but one of them who taught us how to do 3-card Monty is Ireneo Funes, which is about as Spanish as a name as I've ever heard. So, referencing that Basque heritage just a little bit. Oh jeez. So many options. Louis the 15th. A secret wedding could be the ugly truth that topples the monarchy. And I have reasons to believe that Louis the 15th was married in his youth. Something else? Darwin? Henri has a tie to Auspice near Bergerac. He used to be a fearsome warrior. Well, now he's... well, you'll soon see for yourself. Something else? MacGregor. MacGregor is on your mind. Well, he's a politician. Otherwise known as a successful con artist. He has the ears, and some say it's the signature of Louis the 15th. Something else? Me? I'm very well, lad. If not a little gouty. Thank you for asking. Well, that didn't answer my question at all. Who are you? The idea here is to steal an ace early in the game before faking the shuffle and ensuring it's dealt to me. Let's practice the first part. Sticky Hat. As you discard your card, tuck an ace into your palm and steal it. Nobody will notice the incorrect count if you do it smoothly. Smooth as butter. Shall we proceed? Time for step 2. Your next job is to arrange the deck whilst pretending to shuffle. Now I know what you're thinking. You've done this before and the contract so much you can't remember. But no! Listen closely, lad. Begin by transferring a generously sized pack into your other hand. Good. Now offset from me being dealt 4th by dropping 3 cards one at a time. Nicely done. Now in-jog a card, blah blah blah. Now I have a marker for where the top of the deck will be. Drop the rest of the cards in on top. Well, we have done this before. So far so familiar? Well, here's where we depart from the beaten path. You can't always rely on me to cut the deck. So this time, you'll be taking the matter into your own hands. Square the cards using the in-jogged marker to create a small gap at your stack. Now we need to restore our stack. Start shuffling through again. Make sure to transfer everything before the gap and then stop. Beyond that is the stack we arranged, so drop everything else on top all at once and we're done. Now let's see if it all worked. Next one should be an ace. Perfect. Voila! I'm not sure I understood that one at all. I'm not sure I understand mechanically what's the difference. Yep, we do that. Shuffle. Dropping cards. 1, 2, 3. And then that. Drop the rest in wherever. Okay. So we do that. It doesn't seem like it... It doesn't seem like it's... mechanically is super different. Doesn't feel like it's... Bravo! The stolen card. Don't make that face at me, lad. It's for your benefit. Wake up, boy. Wake up. We've arrived. Spooky. Alright, Aramis. Let's see how you're doing. Deborah, my sweet angel, where are you? My bones are weary, your gentle touch. I am here, Henri. These two gentlemen would like to talk to you. Good day to you, my lord. Your lovely niece told us you were resting. I hope you're not bothering you. So, what do I owe this visit? Shouldn't I tell you over a game of cards? You, me, your niece, and my quiet friends. We make a fine party. And Stash then. Please, have a seat. And focus mode, just a little bit. But the double insight shouldn't super matter. Voila. A good friend of mine told us an excellent story. Really, pray tell. It's the story of the 12 bottles of milk? It sounds like a good story. Do you say 12 bottles? Who told you about that? Someone that likes to play cards as well. Theodore. What did he say? Theodore von Neuhoff? How interesting. I have nothing to tell you. Shall we carry on playing? Yes. Certainly yes. Two, one, boom. One, two. Nope, that was incorrect. That's alright. That's alright, we'll win it back next time. Once I played cards against the Cardinal Richelieu during the siege of La Rochelle. Yep, in case there was any doubt that this is just an Alexandre Dumas reference, the Siege of La Rochelle is the the central event of the of one of the plots of the Three Musketeers. Truly, you are a living history of France. I doubt it's a history we would like to remember. Never saw someone cheat so much as the Cardinal. I've always been fascinated by cheats. The tricks amazing. Richelieu would have ruined you. That one. Go one. Focus mode. Boom. All right, let's be intelligent this time. We'll do that. One, two. Heck. I just hit the wrong thing. That's bad. That's very bad. Advance, regroup, and charge. You're done for. That's like a complete route. What if victory Henri? I just didn't... I just missed the in-jog, which sucks. That's alright, we'll try again. Our last visit to the Auspice was a disaster. I can't afford to repeat that. My reputation can only take so much damage. You need to practice. Yeah. I just missed the in-jog on that last one. I had it all right. So let's do this again, but better. Hey, bro. I like to play cards. We like to play cards, too. Though... Magistrates, are you still here? Any of our fashion people? Deborah Churchill seems like she's suspiciously, you know, a century later to me. We do that, and then 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 we in-jog one, and then we shuffle real fast. And then we'll do this, and then we'll shuffle it all again. Are we playing cards in the convent? A little bit, yes. But we're not playing with the nuns. We are playing with not them. We're playing with Henri d'Aramitz. But yes, we are clearly in a convent. He has retired into a monastery. In the Three Musketeers, Aramis becomes a prelate. Retires from musketeerhood and becomes a prelate. For a while. We shall play. I just need to, you know, not be trying to think of remember the Three Musketeers, in that. Boom, boom, in jug, shuffle, shuffle. Shuffle more. Your overall notice that the fashion is skewed a bit more 1770s, especially with the tall hair and the lack of robot à français, etc. My money, where is it gone? Did you win, monsieur? But look at, I'm specifically looking at her hat, that like wide-brimmed straw hat, for Deborah. My purse is light as a feather. I need to retire. Monsieur, our game is too young to leave so early. It is too bad. Deborah, right? Like, I don't actually know, but she's the one that specifically looks out of place to me. It's the last time I help you, Henri. He will ruin you. Nonsense, we are your friends. Henri, you know that. So, you're acquainted with Theodore. How is the old rascal? Oh yeah, that would be Berger, one with a cap. He's up to his neck in debt. Thankfully, he's a little fellow. Is he still in Germany? I don't know. He calls himself the Count of Caprera now. Nothing like nobility to discourage the debtors. Ah, indeed. Shall we play? If I win again, you will tell me the secret you share with Theodore. I would rather die than give you what you want. Let's not be dramatic. We shall play and you will speak. Alright, let's not suck this time, yeah? This is still highly risky. We need to do that, that, in jug, and then that. And then we shuffle through, and then we'll just shuffle that again. Deborah is also smart, way smarter than everyone else in this game, except maybe Voltaire. Oh dear, Aramis. You're done, old man. Hail Hydrate, thank you. Giant floppy straw hats are quite popular for women in the mid-18th century. Maybe like 50s, 60s, but not out of the question. Alright. Fair enough. It's not something I was familiar with, but that makes it more purier than the giant wigs. So that's something. Because it is the 1740s, and so we're a bit still out of the way. I also feel really bad. Now, tell me your story. Do it, and I will spare 100 livres so your niece can keep wiping your ass for a while. It all happened in February 1723 in Paris. This way. William MacGregor. Make way for the king! Sophie? That is the blade of your sword, sir. Sophie? Sophie Daubigny? No! You will not hear one more word. I swear an oath to the king. Sir. Sophie? What happened to Sophie? Okay. How could I be the last one standing? Where have you all gone, my friends? He's dead. Old fool. Dramatic and incontinent to the end. Let's go. There's nothing left for us to do here. I wonder where Theodore is hiding. Oh. I feel really bad now. Oh. I didn't want that. Not even a little bit. So, we just conned a decrepit veteran who is one of the Three Musketeers in his retirement home in a convent, and then Saint Germain pressured him so hard that he killed himself versus give up the story. Are we the baddies? Yeah. Well, um, I fully did not, don't feel good about that one. Um, yeah. Woof. Um, okay. We're gonna take an ad break because I need a moment from that. So yeah, we're gonna take an ad break, and then we'll be back in a few minutes for the last part of this stream. We'll play a little bit longer so we don't end on that depressing of a note. Hopefully, we'll see. But yeah, turns out, you know, the it's exactly in it's exactly in line with the literary tropes of the period and the commitment to sworn oaths and secrets of the idea of the musketeer that emerges in the late 18th, or I guess the romanticized musketeer of the later 18th century versus the historical musketeer of the 17th and very early 18th centuries. But yeah, we're gonna be sad for a bit here. I'll be back in a couple of minutes, okay? Poor Aramis. I don't. I'm trying to decide if it was a good thing or a bad thing that you missed a bunch of that because you had to switch rooms to keep your cash from closing Twitch on you. I mean, everything's sad now. So Alrighty, welcome back, folks. Hope you all took that little break to do some self-care. Right, we do try and take breaks every hour because, and all the ad revenue we receive from that goes right back into the channel. It's an important part of keeping the lights on, keeping everything happening. But if you want that ad-free viewing experience, subscriptions to the channel here on Twitch also do a lot. Alright, so that's depressing. I think that I was mulling that over in the ad break, and it's one of those things where obviously I don't like it. Right, I don't like it because Aramis was my favorite of the three Musketeers, like all the way through, or three plus D'Artagnan. Aramis has always been my favorite one, so seeing that is super depressing. At the same time, though, the direction the game seems to be going so far is definitely a one where it's really quite faithfully adapting the sort of style and mood of just the messy literary 18th century. Right? The incredibly messy literary 18th century. Namely, a big interest of plots full of drama and intrigue and characters that are attached to their ideals and end up being left behind in the times, and the times changing being potentially bad, and all of the chaos and adventure and trampling over people and social commentary that all runs through 18th century literature. So there's a lot, there's a lot good here, even though deservedly and understandably, it should make us be sad and make us suspicious of the Comte de Saint-Germain and what his mission actually is. As if, it being 1743, it being the reign of Louis XV, and, what's coming 50 years down the line, and what he wants to seem to try and create. And what his good buddy, or our new good buddy, Voltaire, gets blamed for, the revolution. So, that's something that should be lurking in the background here, as we play the game. Anyway, let us go. Alright, lad, they should be here soon. Like our opponents for this evening. Do you remember Toulouse? Those three gamblers with unlimited funds and an unquenchable thirst to lose that money? That's why the Golden Goose doesn't show up very often. It would be criminal to let him go. So I've organized a game with him. Here they come. Think about the strategy you want to apply. Oh, you seem particularly jovial tonight. Not that it matters, I'm taking the pot. I win at the card table just as I win on the battlefield. Always pressing, never retreating. And rarely sober. Let's see if those boasts have any truth to them. I don't know what game I'm betting. Oh, Infinite. Oh, jeez. We were just doing this one, so let's do this one again. That one, and then we'll do that, that. Voila. Oh, Bishop's bottom lost again. Bishop's bottom? What sort of insult is that? Not everyone is as comfortable blaspheming as loudly as you. Interesting. We're playing for a very small change, it feels. Feels like that's fine. The bottle of Cajo, the disheveled gambler, or the stolen card. Let's do this one. Ace of diamonds, right? One, oh, nope. Yeah, that was obviously wrong. That's alright. I begin to like this game. A smashing victory, madame. That's fine. I'm not too worried about losing that little bit. I was not thinking. It needs to be... Let's do this one. Six spades. King diamonds. Still king diamonds. Heck. I wish you could watch that grin from your face, dear Count. Apologies, madame, for my merriment. I didn't think I would pull this off. You pulled it rather hard, though. Nice work, lad. Now let's quit while we're still ahead. We wound up a little bit ahead. Yeah, you sit that time. Do excuse us, but we have quite the journey to make. Until next time. We about broke even from them. That's fine. That feels okay. Oh dear. Oh. We met Aramis and his niece Deborah. He was a witness of the 12 bottles of milk. The Count forced him to reveal his secrets. Miss P taught me to respect the ages. I hope I forget what the old man did with his sword. I have nightmares. Oh dear. Let me just choke real quick. Don't mind me. I received a letter inviting us to Bora. It seems we didn't cross the Baroness wrongly enough last time. I do feel slightly guilty, but I cannot leave a fortune to rot. That would be criminal. Since you were playing my valet last time, we will stick to that. Very good. Here's what we're going to do. We will prove the trick we played last time. This time I'm going to signal me the highest card in the Baroness's hand. And with his value and suit, like before. Oh dear. The way you pick up the glass of wine will tell me the value of the highest card. The higher you hold the glass, the stronger the card you'll signal. Let's try it out. Alright. So we'll grab that. And then we'll, clubs. Let's try for the King of Hearts. One below the ace. Hearts should be clockwise. Now second to the Queen of Spades. And then we'll do that. And then the Jack of Diamonds. Boom, 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 boom. And diamonds is straight up and down. So we're good. Good. Draw these by my hand or go over the guy. Let's imagine you pull me a glass of wine, or maybe you need to signal me the highest card in my hand. King Spades. You seem to know what you're doing. Do you want to practice more, or shall we move on? Let's talk about the fun part then. Now we can introduce you to Twin Deck Stack. Well, you're in the old room. I'll need you to stack decks so I can get some strong cards. That's all there is to it. Anyway, stacking a deck is where the real cheat can define the course of the whole game. You've proven you've done it before, so we won't waste time watching you perform it in isolation. So now to see about the whole strategy without my intervention. Take it away, lad. Jeez, this is getting way more complex. You're quite right. You should practice how I can excuse you. My glass is empty, boy. That works fine. That should move them, right? Boom. Then we get another good one. And then that, and then that. Yeah, so just go good, bad, bad, good, bad, bad. Or... Ace of spades. Ace of spades. Bravo, lad. The Bottle of Burgundy. These are getting wildly more complex. Jeez. You will have enough. Wake me when we arrive. We're getting close to the manor. The weather outside is terrible. Do I hear thunder? Espalion, France. Baroness. My fragile butterfly, where are you? Comte de Saint-Germain, here you are finally. I was waiting. Citra. For what? Who are you? Where's the Baroness? So many questions, so little time left. My name is Simicoja Simicordova. Citra? The reunion is. This is a trap. McGregor hired me to kill you. McGregor, so soon? Comte, a legend like you must have famous last words. Oh no! Oh no! You seem to know me rather well. Who doesn't know the Count de Saint-Germain? Famous adventurer, crafty alchemist, fake nobleman. And soon a pitiful corpse. Just a shame, and just when I found it. Found what? I cannot tell you that. It's a secret. You're not in a position to keep secrets from us. Indeed, well, I know how to craft invaluable pearls from common ingredients. I'm pretty sure the kitchen of this manor has all we need. Show us. What do I get in return? A final game of cards. Very well. My assistants can gather the ingredients for the alchemical process while we play. A brilliant idea. And bring back some wine. Glad. Mix a bottle of vinegar, with a pinch of black powder, 2 eggs, and a spoon of camphor. Go, son, and don't mess this up. You scared me! What are they doing? I managed to hide before they entered. But I remember you. You were here a few weeks ago. Oh, mon Dieu, what are we going to do? Wait. I'm sure you're a very confident young man. Listen, this won't end well unless we work together. Your master is stalling the inevitable, but it won't work for long. We need to help him. Don't have all the ingredients your master said, but I can prepare something that will smell terribly. She'll keep the ruffians out of this room. Go keep things calm and try to think up a plan. Ha! Panic. King of clubs. King of clubs. Clubs is left to right. What a win. Very impressive, Count. Did you see Bertrand? Well, of course you didn't see anything go off. Too busy drooling down your own shirt. Comte, I hope your servant is making good progress with my pearls. It certainly smells terrible. Bertrand, go check on my pearls in the other room. I will be sick if I go in there. You are such a pathetic lump. No need to bother this young man. It's much too early to see any hope. Fine, fine. So again, was your servant tends to my pearls. The smell of that little recipe is making me sick. The bottle is finished already? If I spent the way they are talking to each other, the Baroness will be horrified. Alright, so we need to do junk, good, junk, good. Ace of Hearts? Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, this is so... This is far more fun than playing with my dimwit companions. Let's go again. Oh, Jesus. This is so stressful. Ace of clubs. Ace of clubs. Alright, we won that round, which is great, but another win for you, Comte. I'll say, this beginning is beginning to bore me. Only one of my companions posed a legitimate challenge. Wake up, Bertrand. No. There's so much. I don't know what you're doing, but it wasn't point yesterday. That's a duplicate deck in your hand. You're a cheat, aren't you? Well, yes, but shush. That was incorrect. Completely. Wait. Shouldn't that have done it right? There we go. Citron treats his poor aide worse than a dog. A mutiny is bound to happen. Perhaps we could quicken the process a little? A good call. Jack of clubs. Jack of clubs. Boy, are you forgetting something? Come buy me a drink. Interesting. Gives us a good round. Now that's enough. Your assistant was looking at Bertrand's car while I poured the wine. You'll die here and now, you little cheat. You've lost an impressive amount of money, I agree, but why do you think I was the one who cheated you? Perhaps you say what's going on beneath your own nose. Back in Bertrand's pockets. Ah! Bertrand, come here. A stacked deck. Alas, it seems you are Comtesse as well as Zenford. Poor Bertrand. Bertrand didn't deserve this, but Also clear, son. I'm impressed. You intuitively understood my plan. You make a wonderful apprentice, son. There's a maid in the other room? I'm sure she will be fine. They're all gone. Let's leave quietly. We don't want to draw too much attention. The child. Life is a storm, my young friend. You will bask in the sunlight one moment, be shattered on the rocks the next. Alexandre Dumas, the Count of Monte Cristo. Camp of the Casco, 1 hour later. We're moving. We need to get the heck out of town. I was not expecting McGregor to be after us so quickly. I hope the Count and the boy are safe. I'm sure they are. Barely. We're barely safe. It's all fine. Madame de Baroness, your maid is a hero. Dear Count, what are you? Baroness, you're here, my butterfly. What? I was so scared for you, my little pamplemousse. Oh God, they're gonna... Melchior, my valet, told me you were ambushed at my manor. We are fine now, but it wasn't your thing. Please, young man, look after this old fool for me, will you? He is reckless. Now, young man, you must have had quite a fright. Indeed, as you should be. The Count is a dangerous man. You need to be extremely... You're a little grapefruit. Don't worry about it. You need to be extremely careful. With him, you will enter a world of riches and power. But the higher you go, the more danger you will meet. You may not believe the ridiculous Baroness, but... Let's at least believe you're ready now. I'm not the only one who will play tricks on you in the future. You need to be prepared. I am part of a small, but very powerful group of people who want the Count to succeed. You almost got killed in the manor. Our enemies are quicker than I expected, but we won't let them surprise us again. The Count is a good cheat, but he doesn't know everything. You'll need to learn your own tricks. Take this. A mirror. Don't worry about it. Here are photos. Hello there, lad. I have some good news. The magician asked around about Theodore's whereabouts. He's hiding in Corsica. Corsica? I don't really like the idea of visiting that godforsaken island either, but if we want to know the truth about the 12 bottles of milk, this is our next stop. Before we go, a couple of things. Firstly, we need to share games with the magician. I'll give what I can, you should too. Oh, and one more thing. The magician mentioned he had some kind of challenge for you. You should speak with him. And we will do all of that next time. We've been going for close to 3 hours. That's about as long as we've got. And this feels like a good stopping point before things kick off and get very spooky yet again. Actually, can we save here? I don't know if it autosaves. We also don't seem to... No, we'll finish up this a bit. We'll finish up this challenge first. Baroness, the evening night is so enchanting. Shall we walk? Alright there now. Have fun. Let's learn this last trick. That was the harvest this time. The Count said he would leave 200. What can you spare yourself? $350 should be good. A frugal saver, hmm? The Count is more generous than you. It might not look like it, but we will change the world with his money. I promise you. We've been contacting other camps. Our money is used in all of the south of France now. Not much left for us, but we're happy with that. You contributed 880 livres to our cause. Well, you here? Would you like to play a game? It's a very simple game to improve your dexterity. We need to toss cards in my hat. Nope, that was too much. Too much. Nope. You don't seem focused. Would you like to keep practicing? Great, I'll let you continue in peace. Really? There we go. That was not even close. I like that it misses depending on whether you overshot or undershot. God, this is super finicky. Wow. That is super finicky. Vibes, no. Vibes, no. Vibes, no. Still no. There we go. Oh, that wasn't even close. That was an overshot. Like, I mean, look at how little of a difference this is, Chad. I don't know how closely you can see it, but... that is how little of a change it takes for this to get completely off the rails. Before you try again, let me pick up these cards. We won't want to lose any. I assume you want to keep practicing? You continue to impress? Would you like to continue? Alright, if you change your mind, come and find me. Score resets with every miss because it's a number in a row, yes. Fishing game, fiddliness. Shall we finish up here now, or would you like to carry on with the magician? Let's finish. Good. Alright. As we know... we can earn some more cash there, we can earn some more cash there, or we can get on a boat and earn some at Marseille. But again, that is all things that are going to happen next time. We did just save, I just saw that, so we will be all set. Alright, well this was a lot of fun. This is depressing, but it is a glorious tradition of, you know, it's 18th century French novels and having, like, wildly tragic things in otherwise humorous sequences. Name a more iconic duo. If you've read any Dumas, this shouldn't really be a surprise. I appreciate that they are leaning into, like, that literary sphere. It gives me something to brush up on, right, over the weekend, just a little bit. Be a little bit more comfortable talking about them, a little bit more talking about our friends, the Musketeers, and all that jazz. Because we'll be back with this on Tuesday, and then we'll have some time off because of PAX. So, yeah, we'll be back on Tuesday with more of this. If you enjoyed, once again, make sure you hit that follow button, and consider supporting the channel by subscribing, joining the Discord, or heading over to patreon.com/LudoHistory, for as little as $2 a month to help support the channel. But yeah, otherwise, I will see you all on Tuesday, and around. Until then, this has been Card Shark. I've been Adam, so I hope you all have a very good night, okay? The inventor of bechamel sauce famously did a similar thing as Aramis. Interesting. What a fun bit of historical trivia, and by fun I mean sad, bit of historical trivia, that to end on. Alright, have a good night everyone.